Welcome everyone, welcome from all the world, all around the world. And today the class name is The Gift. And the energy that we receive as the gift in our life and what kind of energy we give to others as a gift as well. So today we will have many circles, many lines, so be prepared. Make sure that you have comfortable instruments. If you soft markers could be softer because there will be roundings, a lot of roundings today. And I'm going to use pyramid of needs that was offered by Maslow. But again, the goal of our class today is not about Maslow, and it's not about his pyramid. I use this pyramid just as a structure for the class and create the visual effect of our moving forward in life. But so if you will describe this class to somebody, please don't make this class about Maslow and his pyramid. I want to give you something bigger about the energy that we receive as the gift from the universe and from other people. So I invite you to do a very short meditation, very short visualization before we start. I know that we do visualization before the bigger visualization on the paper, but I want us to have this sense of adventure. So sit on your chair, put your feet on the ground, and take deep inhale and exhale. Let go all this heat around you. Let go troubles or any rush and allow yourself just slow down. And I invite you to close your eyes and just with each breath, you go deeper and calmer in calmer place. Just we're going on a journey. And you can even feel what can get you to the journey. Maybe it's a train and you feel like your body starts shaking on the train, or maybe it's a river can take you to the place or final destination where you want to get to, or maybe you need an airplane to take you there. Just feel how your body and what kind of transportation you need, or maybe it's a hot air balloon that can take you there. Allow your body feel this movement. You're moving to this interesting place, magical place. And you notice that noise around you or climate around you is changing. And when you reach the place, you look outside or get out of your transportation, feel the soil, see the scenery around you, see the noises around you, the different climate that you experience. And you look ahead of you and you see a mountain. It could be a small hill, or it could be very high Everest or other big mountains that you know or seen in your life or imagine. It could be magical mountain, and just look at it, how high it is. What is the climate around it? What kind of trees are growing there? Or is it rock, solid rock? And just look, explore it. And you may notice that there is a path. It could be hidden path, but the path that leading you to the top of this mountain. Nobody else can notice this path. This path is just for you. Start walking. Notice the soil under your feet. What do you see from this path? Is it comfortable to do this hiking? Is it easy? Or you need to slow down to be more comfortable? Find your perfect pace. Notice there is nobody else on this mountain. It's only you. So you don't have to compete to anyone, compare yourself to anyone. This is your own journey. How far do you want to go? Find the place where you feel the most comfortable. What do you see from that place? Look in the distance. Maybe you can see people in villages far away. Maybe you see other mountains. Maybe you see clouds and birds. And just feel discomfort. I'm here and I'm comfortable. And if you want to challenge you a little bit, do a few steps higher. But again, you need to be very honest to yourself. Do you want to challenge yourself or not? And when you explore this mountain, we don't have enough time today to go on the top, unless you're already on the top. But you have this opportunity to come back to this mountain and explore it more. This mountain represents your needs. how much do you want to, how much do you need to have in your life? And we go down, we're following the same path, or maybe you can find a shorter way. It's up to you. But we go back to the transportation and coming back to our present time, present place, your present body, your present climate around you. Feel this movement of your soul back to you. Feel your feet on the ground, the texture of the floor. Move your toes, move your fingers. Make sure that your soul completely occupies your body. That everything that we took on our journey came back. Okay, so did everyone had a chance to see a mountain? Was it a beautiful journey? Did you learn something new about yourself? Yes, good. So today we are going to draw it and see who can help us to climb this mountain. This is mountain of our needs, and we are going to climb it as far as we want. Not as far as we can. We can, but it doesn't mean that we need to be on the top. But how much I want to climb today, and who can help me to do it. So I switch the camera. If you need a second, you can walk around your room, take a glass of water, make sure that you're fully present, and we start drawing, okay? So you don't need to ask me permissions to do anything, to fully present during the class. Okay, I'm glad that everybody starts drinking. Let me switch the camera. Okay, so I'm going to use just regular paper, A4, and where is my, okay, and we are going to draw vertical, not horizontal, because we are going to draw, let's make sure that it's, okay, I hope it's working, the light. We are going to draw a mountain, the pyramid. Mountain is very often could be compared to the pyramid. So that's why I used the pyramid of needs as a structure. But I don't go to the top, to the highest edge. I find somewhere point in the middle, and I just do this huge triangle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be crooked. It could be, mountains are alive. They are not artificial. The nature is creating them. The different conditions around creating them. So I'm just allowed this mountain to be in the way it's showed up. If you don't want so high, you can make it a little bit lower. But I want you to see the tip of the mountain. I want it to be visible for you. So you have this whole potential of this journey. And now on this mountain, we're going to draw the hidden path. And the hidden path will be 1, 2, 3, 4. This zigzag, like serpentine, walking to the top. And the top will be like, we can climb this side if we want. Okay, You can use different colors, like I use black, but if you want your mountain be greenish or bluish or anything else, please don't hesitate to use other color. We will color it, of course, but you can start using different colorful lines already. So now this is spiky, and Neurographica is about all rounding and softening. Why do we start with triangle? Because triangle is always about actions. It's about changes. It's about getting stuff, like getting things done. So it activates a lot of energy. So we have quite a few triangles on our drawings. But now I want, we will switch completely the energy and start bringing circles. And what are those circles will be representing? So as I already mentioned, this is the structure will be the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I take the simplest one with 5 layers. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each layer will be representing some kind of need that most of people, there are some exceptions in people, but in 99.9% people are following this hierarchy. But instead of saying that like this is a need of physical needs, like something that I want to drink, I want to breathe, I want to eat, I need a shelter, I need to sleep, I need to clothing, I need clothing to feel warm, I feel I need sex for physical experiences and health. So all those physical sensations, we will look at some of them, not all of them, but instead of looking in the need, we will look who is standing behind this need and who helps us to satisfy those needs in our life. I invite you to look climbing this mountain on experience during the day. For some of you, it's just morning. For some of you, it's evening. But satisfaction of all those needs happening every day. And you can look at your life from the perception of one day. So everything will be reflected in one day. And your reactions to it and how you recognize support every day from other people. So when I'm saying that physical needs during the day, what kind of, like I woke up at 4 a.m. because I have jet lag, and what kind of physical needs did I satisfy? And I satisfied, I had a cup of tea. And I just drew the circle that representing cup of tea. I hope you can, all of you, see this cup, like just a circle that representing this need. Now, who helped me to satisfy this need? Cup of tea, the tea was growing in Ceylon. People who grew the plant, who cultivated the soil, the farmers who grew it, the watering plants, picking up all these top leaves, drying them, packing them. So I drew the circle that representing all those farmers who helped to grow the tea. Next, I draw the circle that represent all the people who representing transportation, logistics, airplanes, moving, like drivers who brought this tea from a place of original to my store where I purchased this. Next, I draw the circle that representing people who made possible this plant to be sold to me. This is a clerk in the store, people who placed on shelves, people who promoted it, or maybe people who cleaning the store. So everybody who is working in the store, I'm helping me to get the product. Maybe some assistant that I've seen. You don't need to know those people. I want you to imagine how many people participated in the small action that you experienced this morning. Maybe in your case, it's not tea, maybe it's a coffee. So how many people are involved so you can have this cup of coffee, tea, milk, hot chocolate, whatever you're drinking, or just glass of water. We're not just talking about that my husband brought me a cup of tea. Before your husband, there were thousands people standing, growing the plant, driving cars, flying airplanes to bring this tea to you. Do you see where I'm taking you? Or do you have any questions about it? No questions. Kate, do you have a question? And you need to unmute yourself so you can answer, or so you can ask. I can,
So I can see where my morning cup of mushroom coffee could fill the whole page in terms of all the connections. Do you want me to keep going? Because
yes,
everything is connected, or I mean, everything could be connected to that one cup of mushroom coffee.
Yes. And
Okay.
this is what I want you to experience at the end, that everything is connected.
Yeah.
That this poor child in China who was working to get the coffee or like a tea is connected to me. And this is the gift for me. So I can feel satisfied at the morning.
Perfect. Thank you.
It's a good thing, as more people we can connect to ourselves, the more energy we can recognize behind this cup of drinks or things that we use. You can recognize that cup itself was created by people, and it made a long journey before you got it in your hands. You probably purchased it in a store, but it came from a different, most likely from different country, from different materials and energy resources were used for this cup. So don't try to be, it could be endless process just for one cup of tea. We will have more needs, bigger needs. And I want you just visualize people behind it. It's not just happened. Somebody made it possible to happen in your life. And this is a blessing, and this is a gift. So when we go to the next step, you can keep going about the cup of tea or cup of coffee, but what else have you experienced? What did you eat? Or maybe you're sleeping. Like I was sleeping, I was in my comfortable bed. So this is my sleep. This is one of very important physiological needs. So for sleep, who made my bed? Many people designed it. Many people really constructed this bed. Different materials from different countries. So I start growing this need and satisfy. So many people participated in satisfaction of this need. I gave you the structure on this simple example of a cup, but we're going to something bigger. So let's see if you can find some, if you can remember very important people who participated in this satisfaction of this need. Please type them in chat or unmute yourself and you can talk directly to the microphone, so I can, so we don't forget anybody. Maybe this is when we're talking about the store, it's not just about clerks. It's about accountants. It's about administrative work, the people who cleaning floors. Everything was working, so I can be satisfied. Computers, beautiful. People who developed software, people who developed computers. Like this is a millions of people already investing their energy, time, life experience, talents, their gifts, invested in something that they, so I can be satisfied. So I can choose what I want. So designers, circles can overlap. We are not really need to remember who's which need, which circle belongs to which need, because everything is so interconnected. We just need to see how many people involved in our life, how I'm not alone. People really care about me. They really give their time and energy so I can move, so I can climb this mountain. I don't have to crawl with last breath on this mountain. I don't have to go and cultivate my garden so I can grow this tomato or potato so to survive. We're not in, we are doing mostly for fun this action, because there are other people who dedicate their lives to do it. And of course, I pay some money for it. But if you think that like $5 for coffee can satisfy thousands of people who behind this coffee is, it's not equal. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm abusing the energy that people gives me. No, we will give people something back. So don't worry about any guilt or any feel pity about this poor people. They work so hard so I can drink or I can sleep well. They're doing it for themselves to provide for them. Okay, so traffic controllers, yes. The traffic controllers are will be very good example in the next need of safety needs. Police, law and order. So we will have this, yeah, the vehicle manufacturers, like vehicle airplanes manufacturer for the whole Boeing is working, so you will have something important in your life. And just look at your daily routine. What else, what other needs, physical needs that you satisfy this morning or this day? Maybe it was the clothing, like if you go to like, we have this luxury to go to the closet and pick anything I want in my closet. I have so much clothes, so, and many people, it feels like half of China is working for me, because most of our things these days are made in China, made in Vietnam, made in Philippines or other countries, really, because so I can have choices. It doesn't mean that they don't have choices, but I appreciate this in their involvement in my life, their participation in my life. My yoga class teacher, yes, yoga teacher. You can, and look what is behind your yoga teacher. Because behind your yoga teacher, there is first of all, there is a whole ancient tradition standing, the whole philosophy standing, with millions or like 1 billion people of India standing behind the yoga. Behind your class teacher standing the line of her teachers. How many years she was training from different teachers so you can have this class. The place, the space that you used or she used to teach you, and how many people were invested in this place, like in participated in creating this beautiful place so she can teach you. So you can use these people just because the people are resources. People are alive energy. And we can use this energy, not abuse, but use it. It's already there. I can walk on the path and just ignore it. Or I can look down and see like, wow, I'm walking on diamonds. This energy is available for me. I can use this. So look at this people, traditions, energies, that philosophies like teachers, paper and pencils producers. Yes, yeah. Just 100 years ago, there was such a challenging to find right colors. There was a whole adventure. There is a book, Stories of Colors, and how many people were invested in it. So this whole chemistry behind the colored pencils and paper. We are not just using people, but the paper. If we're talking about paper, who is behind it? Trees. Trees are giving their lives and their energy so you can satisfy something important for you. They already sacrificed their lives. You can ignore it and make it worthless, or you can appreciate and say like, oh, thank you. I take it. And I do something good with this. And it brings me energy, and it will bring more energy to the world instead of feeling guilty and pity about it. So this is the very philosophical class. Let me go up and see if I hope I did not. Drivers, designers, yes, yeah. You can use this, if we're talking about computers, you can have this people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, who are like invested their life and talents to create companies, organize people, organize businesses, organize software, so you have opportunity to do it. Okay, yeah, math teachers who are teaching those people, and math teachers, like we can have this, it looks like we are going upper and upper, so we can go to the next level of needs satisfied at this, and this is safety needs. This is a personal security, employment, resources, health, property, some education as well. It's a law and order, policemen, traffic controls, teachers in our lives. So you can find like what kind of safety needs I was satisfying today. I was recognizing in my life today. So, for example, I have a safe house. that has a I woke up not on the street, I woke up in the house, and my house has insurance, my house has electricity, and thousands of people involved in providing electricity to my house. My house has a gas, and there is other thousands of people who providing this gas to me. It's a very complex logistics to deliver the gas from Earth to my house, to my kitchen. How many? So it's a logistics, logistics, computers, airplane, designers of airplane, engineers, labor, everybody who is participated in creating transportation or just designing the different equipment in my house. And you can even recognize people who did like real work in your house. Like maybe handyman stopped by at your place today and did some work, but it's still be very important. Even it's just one person, he still participate in your life. He still make your life better, more comfortable. Internet, yes, people who developed internet, because without internet, nothing can deliver these days. Nothing can be arranged. Simple appointment you need in internet. People who designed websites and all these different things. Okay, air conditioning. Yes, air conditioning or heating systems. Yeah, you still need engineers. You still need electricity. You still need sellers or labor who install this air conditioning in your house. Toilets, running water. If you look at the running water, how many people participate in cleaning this water, in delivering all these pipes that were making the path to your place, or people who serve the stations with the water, controlling systems, like make sure that this water is safe for you, and that the hydro stations, like that it's safe for other people as well, that it's safe for the nature. There are many scientists working here. Electricians, plumbers, gardeners. Yes, gardeners. Gardeners will use the knowledge of 1,000 people who cultivated a specific seeds, specific kinds of plants. They use different fertilizers, they use different technologies. They had like genetic technologies or organic technologies. It's different people involved, but they still be participating in our lives. They still invest their knowledge, time, and energy. All of the nature, yes. Yeah. But nature needs to be delivered, like the nature needs to be packed. You cannot just say, like, go to the store and say, like, I want a piece of nature. People will look at you like you weirdo. We usually buy nature already chopped, packed, nice bow on top of it, so we can consume it in luxury. So, and many people participate in this delivery. Doctors, yeah, doctors for you, doctors. Like this morning, my cat came to me, and I just like appreciate his presence in my life. But at the same time, I appreciate vets who healed him like a month ago. So my cat still be with me. The pharmaceutical companies who helped to heal him, satisfy his needs as well. So you see how many, like it's almost like a snowball that we are moving to the top of the mountain, but it's growing and growing. And it's not, we are not just talking about 100 people in my life. It's a billions of people in my life already. Different people. Farmers, yes. Government going to be here, yes. Yes, because the government defined the law. And this safety needs is about the law and order. Policemen. There is a saying that like the paying taxes is the simple payment for living in organized and safe community. So we are paying taxes, but this, well, how much you pay? Like several $1,000s. It's not enough to support all these people who is involved in your life. You see that there's still be something bigger you receive back. Something more meaningful to you. So I invite you to imagine how many connections we have. If it's already starts a little bit overwhelming or you slow down, take your time, round some corners. You can activate if you feel like, okay, I'm stuck, there is no energy, I cannot imagine what else can be here. We can draw a few lines to connect this energy, these circles, and just start energy moving. And we round all these corners because we want to accept this energy. We know, we can see it, yes, they involved in my life, how I can take it, how I can integrate this energy in my neuron system, how this energy can be healing for me. Instead of feeling guilty or sorrow or pity or angry. So I rounding, softening, integrating this energy. Because seeing so many people in your life, it's going to be overwhelming. Especially people who don't, has challenging accepting gifts, accepting help, accepting support from others. And like, oh my gosh, what should I do for these people? They already work so hard for me. You don't do anything right now. You just rounding, softening, and accepting the gift of energy, time. They're not just give you energy, they give you time. So you don't have to work in your garden to grow this potato to feed your family. So you can do something different. They don't have to, you don't have to work very hard to build your furniture. So you can just buy it. So soften this energy. If you feel you need more lines, don't hesitate, as many as you need, as many as you want. this mountain that we are created become more alive, more supportive for us. If you have many small bubbles, like really, really tiny bubbles, you can always color them. So you don't need to spend so much time on tiny details. Just do enough rounding so it's softened, that it's not demanding anything from you. Like this, we are creating the state of accepting gifts from the universe, from other people, and gratitude. And while you're rounding, you can find new things that are new needs that you are satisfying today. New people involved in this beautiful process. And when you're ready, we can go to the next level of needs. We can go to love and belonging. You don't need to completely fill every corner of your mountain. There could be some empty spaces because we will do something on the way back. We will need some space. It's okay if you don't have any space because there's still be space around the mountain. But if you have some spots like I have, it's okay as well. We need to satisfy some of these needs. It's never 100% satisfaction. We always want something bigger, something better, something new, something excited. There is a saying that a woman doesn't know what she wants until she sees it on somebody else. So we always want something, and it's exciting because we want to experience life differently. Okay, so the love and belonging, the need. It's about your friendship. It's about your intimacy, your partners, your family, your sense of connection, community. Who do you belong to? My family, like I have a family living in different countries, all around the world, my family is living. And to be connected to my family, I need internet, I need Zoom, I need Skype, I need phone, WhatsApp, Viber, all different software to connect. I need a web camera so I can see them. And people who created this web camera, thank you to Logitech people. Everybody, not just engineers, like the accountants, the people who answer the phone, support group, customer service, the website designers, everybody made sure that I have this product which connect me to my family. And of course, people in my family. I have a big family. There's like few dozens of people who I appreciate and recognize their role in my life. Postal system, yes, that's a good call. Yes, postal system. People working in all kinds of conditions, like COVID doesn't stop them. They worked very hard to delivering this gifts from our families or to our families. So they are really participating in our life. We only recognize when how much they impact our life when they suddenly stop working. And when we're losing something, we start appreciating that, oh, I did not know it was important for me. So this is a very, before we lose, let's appreciate their participation. Courier system, yes, yeah, delivery, everybody delivers. These days we have luxury to receive everything at your door within hours. So it saves us more time and energy. Time and energy. Okay, so family, sense of connection. Do you belong to any communities? I can put the Neurographica community and people who created Facebook, people who created YouTube, people, community itself, it's already thousands of people. People who, maybe some community in your church, if you go to church. Who else? Zenler people as well, who created this platform. So it's our way to say thank you to all those people. To say that, like, I see you guys. I see how important work you're doing. Community for schools as well. It could be in the safety, so the school is looking and teaching your children, so you don't have to do it. You can do something else, and professional teachers, professional sportsmen are training your children, so they could be very important. So I consider them as a part of my community, and I take them here, the people who are participating in taking care of my children. Yeah, Net is sharing our Telegram chat. Yeah, the Telegram chat is, please sign up if you'd like to have a connection to us in new ways. So different different ways to connect, different ways to be part of the group of people. It's getting easier and easier. And again, if you feel that there is some stuckness, do some lines, activate them, bring the energy, bring the vibration. The lines can could be just lines, or you can start charging them with your gratitude. Like, this is my gratitude. Like, oh, thank you guys for boys and girls and young employees or elder people who really participated and did different, they brought different gifts in my life. I don't know them. I will probably, most of them never see in my life, but I know they are there. They are done it. Not because I'm good or bad, not because I deserve this gift or not. They're still doing their job for themselves. It's not like, oh, there is Anna in Seattle. Let's work hard to satisfy her needs. No, they never have this intention. They're doing it for themselves. They're doing it for their life, for their families. So they have the financial security. They have this purpose in life to satisfy. but I still appreciate their gift in my life. So it's not exchange of services. I give you money, you give me product. This is the final step, like in the store. But people who just invested their energy in it, this is the gift. This is everything that goes beyond the product. And so love and don't forget your hobby, your partners, your friends, or maybe people, your neighbors. Maybe you're walking every morning, you're on your walk, and there is a beautiful garden, and you just enjoy this garden. It brings aesthetics in your life. It brings happiness. It brings smile on your face. And the neighbor doesn't know about you. She's doing it for yourself, but you can still use it as a gift. You still share this joy with your neighbor. Appreciate it and accept it in your life. Invite it in your life. Parents, children's, grandchildren's, big joys. Yes. Yeah. Appreciate that. See how many people it's getting more and more intimate on this level. There are people who we really know, and there still be people who we don't know, but they present. They still be participating. And we go to the next level is esteem. What am I? My need of be respected, my need to have this, to express my dignity, my knowledge, my self-esteem, my status, my recognition, be recognized by other people, my freedom of speech. What can I say? Who can hear me? Do I have this right to be, to speak, or like speak up, to be heard? So this is a very important as well. For my, to be respected, maybe you can recognize like, okay, my education is very important. My teachers, again, the law could be here that protects my right to speak. My community who helps me to express my crazy ideas or basic ideas. It's again, it's not about labeling them. I have the desire to speak. There is always, I have this different opportunities to do it. So for recognition, this is my students. This is my business partners. This is my clients who are coming to me for services. I feel satisfying my need of being in service. And I see, so like for my service, there are so many writers and teachers in books or in classes or trainings that I've done, in all those classmates that participated and made this education exciting. Not because I'm belonging to them, but because they just doing the same stuff, and they support me, I support them. They listen to me, I listen to them. So this is, again, this we are not really trying to define like, okay, so this need belongs to this level, this need belongs to this level. So that's why I don't want to make it about Maslow, because needs could be mixed. You can physical needs and cognitive needs on the same level. It doesn't matter. We are looking who is standing behind this need, who is satisfying this need in my life. So don't try to, okay, don't panic when you don't know which level this need belongs. Where you feel is a perfect place to draw the circle, do it. Because needs are entangled, and people are on different needs are entangled as well. They're connected. Sages, enlightened beings, masters. Yes, they could be here. The religion could be, faith could be here. Some gurus could be here. Spirits, masters, yeah. And we're going to the next level of need is a self-actualization. It's a desire to become the most that one can be. What today, for today's, again, we are looking at the one day of your experiences and how your needs for day is recognized. Today, what do you want to be the most recognized for? So what you want to be, I want to be the best parent today, me possible, not compared to other people. I want to be the best parent I can be. I can be, maybe I want to be the best teacher I can be. Or the best wife I can be. Or I can be just the best human I can be. The best artist, the best coach, speaker. There could be different roles, different desires, and people who are standing behind it as well. I don't already feel like there is a need to name all those people. I just know there are so many of them behind each of my need. Healer, yeah, the best healer. You can be healer, you can be who else? I feel like I'm already on the top. So share yours, share your findings, because each of you will have different needs. And this is what makes your journey unique and beautiful. Therapists or counselors, yes. Yeah. Caregivers could be, or maybe the best witness of something that's happening to other people. A happy person, student. The best support could be. And see it like there are people standing behind it. You are only as good therapist or counselor as your Clients can take it. Clients who are accepting your gifts, clients who are taking it as well. You need them as much as they need you. There is a interconnection, there is exchange, there is always energy moving between you and billions of people. You are not alone. You are not doing it just by yourself. There are therapists and counselors who are were before you, and you can use their knowledge, their experience, their discoveries, and you can be you can agree with them, or you can say like, oh, this doesn't work for me. Scientists who make different experiences. If you remember some person and you don't know where this person belongs, or category of people that you don't know, like just scan your pyramid. Where do you feel like, okay, it's interesting that some of my teachers, I want to put it here at safety nets. Okay, student, yeah, I already mentioned it. So round corners, if you are not on the top yet, see where you are. What is your state? How do you feel about it? Is it exciting or is it overwhelming? Is it maybe tired or tiring? Because, oh my gosh, it's there's so much involvement in my life where I want some space. Be honest to yourself. Don't try to be convenient. Discover what is opening for you when there is so much energy available for you. What is happening inside of you, in your body? How's your body? How do you breathe? Do you breathe? Everybody's so quiet. Rounding corners. Yeah, there will be many corners. Because it's the whole life. In one day, we look at one day, how many people involved in this particular day. Nothing really crazy happened today. Well, it's an ordinary day for most of us, and still be billions people participate in my life. Different countries participate in my life. And this makes it it makes a little bit confusing for me. Why so many? Do I need so many? We have this in modern life. We use so many services and products every day, and we're still hungry. we still need more and more and more and more. It's good in some ways, so it helps us to develop new quality, new level of services, and be involved in the progress. But at the same time, do these things satisfy my hunger? Does it really bring the energy? When we don't see energy behind those products, it does not satisfy much, or it satisfies for very short time. When I can visualize people who bringing it to me, there is a different level of energy that think representing in my life. And it gives me more, it gives me bigger importance of this small things, bigger appreciation of small things in my life, and big things as well. The traveling, that just 100 years ago, it would be such a challenging journey, life journey, to go from America to Europe and back. And it would be taking years preparation and experience. These days we can do it within 1 week. Today you're here. At the morning you wake up in US. At the evening you're already in different country, in any part of the world. It saves so much energy and time for us that we are losing importance of it. We live like kings were living 400 years ago. Maybe even better. Because kings did not had the luxury of a good pharmacy or good doctors or running water. This is simple things that were impossible at that time, even when you have all money in the world. It just wasn't developed, it wasn't discovered. They could not fly, they could not communicate to another person on another side of the world by phone or internet. Yeah, we have so much gift that we not appreciating enough, because especially our children who never seen anything worse than that, and this is good, but we still need to appreciate people behind it, that it's possible because somebody made a discovery. Like maybe you want to make a place for all the scientists the Einstein, Edison, Tesla, who really were gifted people, talented, very smart, who still invested their lifetime, dedicated their lifetime, so we can use this luxury of scientific discovery. Quite an awesome thought to think how many years doctors study and work hard to be able to serve us, heal us. Yes. And it's not just doctors, it's a pharmacy is the same, chemistry, biology. There's so much they use. They use already resources available for them. The idea of all of the tomes to the unknown soldiers, the books filled with names of those lost. This is a very beautiful, like, yeah, we wake up at the peaceful time. Even with hell happening in the world right now, I wake up in the peaceful time in my house. and people who provide the service, the soldiers who are before this times who lost their lives. This is a very important. This could be safety needs, or like just find where they belong. Like for me, it's interesting. For me, it's not safe. It's not about really safety needs. It's about physiological needs. It's my body and people who are giving their lives. Yeah, thank you for, I did not think about it. Yeah, it's a very important point. Mm-hmm. And just visualize how you're climbing and just people pushing you forward, pushing and pushing. You're not just walking the path. They are really give you enough support to move you from one need to another to the top of your mountain. You're almost carried on to the top. You still do your work, but it's much easier when you have so much behind, so much support behind you. That other people do their job so you can save energy and time to climb your mountain, to be best parent, best you can be, not to compare to others. All our ancestors. Yes, again, find where they belong. It could be love and belonging, ancestors, the whole community. Culture, it could be culture. The place where you live, the culture could be traditions, the tribes, ancient tribes that lived before you and cultivated the land before you. Maybe some of you want to put Columbus, who discovered the place where we live now, or some people who discovered the place where you live right now. I want, it's interesting, it's not about Columbus. I want to appreciate the importance of tribes who really took care and keep taking care of this land, for their prayers, for their traditions, working with energies, ancient systems of medicine, shamans, Ayurveda. It's, yeah, beautiful. It's all of them are different kinds of healers. People know, people who knows, people who see this importance of supporting the community, supporting each person, accepting us as we are. Storytellers, writers, poets, could be movie makers, especially if they are very good. I just, 2 days ago, I was watching a movie that I highly recommend. It's called The Peaceful Warrior. It's an old movie. It's about the true story. So The Peaceful Warrior, if you want something enlightening, I highly recommend to watch it. Do guardian angels and support from other realms fit here? So I want you to, they could be, but I want you to just feel how you're standing on the top of the mountain. When all your basic needs satisfied, just see, how does it make you feel? Because this relationship between you and angels and you and God, creator, or you can call it the way you feel comfortable, with the higher consciousness, with the oneness, the universe, the names could be different, but again, with something beyond your comprehension. Just feel that you are on the top of the mountain, and this connection with divinity, you don't need anyone. This connection is really one-on-one. It's only you and the creator. You cannot hide behind anyone. You cannot find any excuses. Everybody behind you. They made your path to the top of the mountain comfortable. But here, you can even draw yourself here. I am here. What do I see here? Do I see the divinity or not? Do I see beyond my mountain? And what do I see? Maybe there are other mountains in the distance. Maybe there are different purposes in my life now, different needs in my life now. Just feel you're standing on the top of the mountain. You can even close your eyes, visualize you are on the same mountain that we did at the beginning. Open your heart. Feel the support behind you. Billions of people made sure that you got there. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you experience at this moment? It doesn't necessarily need to be, oh, I see the God. For some people will be, for some people not. But what kind of feeling do you experience? And just be grateful to the universe for bringing so many beautiful people in your life so you can be closer to this feeling. And you can look from the top of this mountain to the people below. It doesn't mean that you are higher than them. Like you are right now on the top of your needs. Everything is satisfied. And it's not just because you're so smart and beautiful and great and well-educated. This is important as well. But because there are so many people dedicated their lives to something they loved, to something they did and you use this energy and you use this time and you use this opportunity and just say thank you. I'm very grateful for you. And I invite you from this beautiful state of experience, like, okay, I have so much. I want to give so much. I have something to share with people. We may start going down to the base of our mountain and think how I affect other people. What kind of gifts I can offer to people. I can give them my point of view, and I draw the circle on the top of the mountain that representing my knowledge I can share with them. My philosophy I can share with them. My healing as a healer, as a teacher. And I go down and on the esteem, I can see that like, okay, I can be an example for people. That if I can do, maybe it will inspire other people to do something great in their lives. If I can do, anybody can do. Or I can listen to other people and be really interested in their life. Without any judgment, without labeling, like, oh, your life is good, your life is bad. No, I can just listen to them. Like, what is your opinion about this situation, about this experience? I can be for them there. I can bring love and belonging to my family, to my students, to my partner. So I bring this to them as a gift as well. And I go down in safety. What kind of safety I can bring to people? I can be like the simplest one. I can be safe on the road and really follow the order and law. My safety, like if I have a COVID, I can stay at home and be protecting people. Just as my respect to people. And when I go to the physiological needs, who I can feed, maybe I can bake something today for my family, or clean the house and it will be safer to live in the house. Maybe I can just give a hug to somebody and it will be satisfying physical need to be hugged. So see that some circles that you are already participating in satisfying somebody else's needs. Or maybe like if belonging, maybe I want to plant a beautiful garden so my neighbors can feel more beauty in their life. Or you did it already. So I don't want you to think very hard about, okay, what do I need to develop to make other people more happier or satisfy their needs? You're doing it already. In daily life, in your life, like maybe you're teaching students, or maybe you're a therapist who helped clients. This is already great participation in the community. And the energy that you bring to people is valuable. Not because they're good or bad, just because they're people and they can recognize it. They can take it. And you can recognize your investment in them, in the humanity in general. Loving care of elders, yeah. It could be your parents or just elders in general. Some services that we can do. I wonder if you agree, like it gives completely different meaning to your life. I'm not just using the energy of the other people. I give energy to other people as well. And if you had this connection on the top with divinity, the divinity could be a big circle going beyond the paper. You can bring this divinity in every action you do. But you don't need divinity to be a good person. The action could be just kind. Or what kind of feelings you experienced on the top, or grateful. Or feeling alive. Feeling free. So it could be different levels, different depth of connection to people. But again, we're never alone. We always surrounded by people, people involved in our lives, and we can fight to it and say like, no, I don't accept any help. I'm a strong person. I will be doing everything possible. This is my mountain and I will climb it. Or I can use this support so the journey will be more fun. How's your body, guys? Anything changed? Or is it like too much? Too hot? Okay, when you, we will not have enough time to round all these corners during the class, but you still have the whole night ahead of you. So you can keep doing it. Just make sure that you do at least some rounding so it feels more comfortable for you. So you really integrate this energy. Okay, feels very big and yet very small, humbling. Yeah. Thank you, Rahini. It's a very beautiful saying. Yeah. Great. Do you feel connected? Mm-hmm. When you feel lost or feel alone, you can always just look around you and see people behind things. Not just the person standing in front of you, but there are some other people behind it. There are many people. And they did a lot so you can be just a little bit happier. Just a little bit more alive. And this gratitude to them is a beautiful your payment for their gifts. Well, payment is not a good word, but the appreciation, the recognition, the meaning of their presence in your life. Again, the meaning depends on you. You can walk on those diamonds and never look down and never appreciate it. Or you can look and say like, wow, I'm so rich. I'm so gifted. And the universe is very generous to me. and I can be generous to the universe. I already did impacted so many people in my life. Like I'm impacted my community with some, doesn't matter what you're doing. It still be, you're part of some bigger system. Still needs more integration and openness to receive fully. Rohini, like, let me show you the rest of the steps so you can completely complete this drawing on your own, because we have this time limit now during these classes. Matt doesn't have any trust in me, so she made time limits. So when we integrating energy, use colors. Remember, in Neurographica, we connect small things, small segments in bigger shapes. We are integrating pieces in bigger meanings. And we just like, even if you did not round everything yet, you can come back, do more roundings later. But I want you to show how we're coloring, because I don't want to leave it just black and white. And this creates completely new level of energy. This creates the flow. You can make just bigger shapes, or you can create the flow of energy, like some channels of energy are opening, and they provide movement. Movement of powers. You can, they can go in different directions. They can go from the bottom to the top, or see, like, allow them to guide you, not you to force them. And it will tell you something new about your relationships with your emotions, how make your life more colorful, your emotions more visible for you. Because this is neuron system. Black and white is we creating neuron system. Now we need to bring this emotional charge to this neuron system. So it start vibrating, it start really moving, it start breathing. And you can use your colors intuitively. Colors may cross each other, like overlap. You don't need to stop any colors before, because they can be, emotions are overlapping as well. Make yourself, allow them to be felt. All the things that have had to come together for me to be here and now. Yes, appreciate the moment of now, the power of now. Yes. Because life is happening right here. Even we appreciate people who are standing behind this present moment, it still be, I enjoy it. I take it or not. And I can take it only at the present moment. Blue. And we are going to do 3 more steps, if I remember it correctly. We have this new step number 7 now about style. As well. Oh, no, I think we have 4 more steps. Okay. There will be more colors added later, but I want to show you everything. So we have a few more steps to do. So the next step, after coloring everything, like you can leave white spots. You don't need to color everything like 100% unless you want to. So there is no limitations about how much color you can bring to to this drawing. And after you're done, we need to synchronize ourselves. We need to synchronize all this energy, all these people who coming to in your life. The universe somehow synchronize this movement of billions of people. So at the present moment, you and them are crossing paths. The energies are happening at the present moment, and the synchronicity is the best done by field lines. Those bolder lines that representing universe and the guidance of the universe in one direction. And you can bring this energy from the bottom to top. It doesn't have to follow any lines. It may create a new path. You can make as many lines. Usually 3 or 4 is enough. I think it will be enough for me. But they need to be brighter. They need to be bolder so you can see them. So it's a different level of energy, universal energy, divine energy. And it gives me guidance and direction. Should those lines be black? They should be the same color as your other lines. At least this is recommended, because if you make them different color, it will be harder to integrate them with all the smaller lines. And we want them to be integrated. We want to follow this bolder lines and around, soften this guidance. We don't want to be forced, because if you, let's say like every line is black, but you want golden lines and use metallic colors to draw the field lines, it will be very hard to really connect daily life, connect people, physical energies with the universal forces, with the universal vibrations. And it will have this effect of being in 2 different parallel realities. My physical needs and the universal support. We want them to be integrated. We want them to be connected and move you in one direction in a gentle way. So that's why we're rounding all corners after adding field lines and helping ourselves to be part of the universe, not being separated. It's not just different reality, everything happening at the present moment. And I can bring the divinity in my daily routine, in my daily life. And everything I use in my life, every need I satisfy, I have the support and guidance from the universe. So this is a support of field lines and the meaning of the field lines, guidance, and a bigger level of energies. If you don't want to use the word divine, you can call them the lines of nature, because nature is really supporting you. The Mother Earth, all these elements around us, fire, earth, air. You can assign these meanings to the field lines if you don't want to call them the universe or divinity. Make sure that you are comfortable with any names. There is no dogma about Neurographica. Neurographica is a very free spirit, and the freedom is what is healing us. Find your own healing, find your own terminology for it, and your own meaning behind it. Okay, so after integrating field lines, I feel like I will have another few hours to round all these corners later. I'm looking at my drawing and see what do I want to highlight. Where the highlighting could be the outline of the mountain, if you feel, or maybe you want to make sure where on this pyramid, where on this journey you are right now, and draw this additional circle that will be representing your place, where you feel the most comfortable. Or maybe if you have this beautiful connection to the creator, you may highlight this connection. You may highlight you on top of the mountain, or the divinity on the beyond it. It's your not definition. It's your call. Where are you right now? Where is the biggest charge for you? Look at the drawing. What is standing for you? For me, it's interesting. Like, even I have this place on the top. The biggest charge for me is here, and I can feel just this is so much energy here. I don't know what it is, but I draw the circle. The circle always representing something harmonious, the biggest potential, the best potential, healing potential. And I just want to make the circle more visible for me. This is on the beginning of this love and belonging level, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my family, but there is some extra charge here, and I want to make it visible. I want to make it more real for me. It's the meaning of the circle may unfold later or not, but I know that there is something here, and I give it a space. I give it some energy, extra visibility. And because it's circle, I know that this is harmonious. This has the best potential, best for me. Some kind of need in my love and belonging level wants to be visible. It could be new need, or it could be something old but forgotten. I can understand it a little bit later. So find your place that has biggest charge, biggest potential, biggest importance for you, maybe something that you want to remember. Maybe you want to remember some of the circles that we did when we walked down and how you already affecting people. And it's so important that you want to remember. It could be there. After this called fixation, we emphasizing some dominating element on it, because we want to integrate the potential of all the whole drawing in one element. Like this is absorbing energy. And it helps me to integrate, integrate the whole drawing, the whole topic through something important for me that I will be remember or think about, or will be experiencing maybe some biggest emotional reaction. And I just round corners to make it softer, to make it more integrated. When you soften it, and again, I'm rushing through things because I want to show you all steps. You can take as much time as you need and finish your drawing later and watch it again so you don't get lost. So this step we are doing after field lines in do the fixation, highlighting this important element on your drawing that brings more meaning to you and emotional experience. And after I integrated it, we have this new step of style or styling. When we look at it and see, like, is there anything needs to be added? How I can soften the energy? Do I need to do any additional steps? Maybe bring more lines, bring more colors, soften colors, do some more contrast on my drawing, or opposite, soften contrast on my drawing, make it gentler, make it a little bit more real or natural. So when I look at my drawing, I notice that there is only one color is moving through the fixation, and I want this energy be more dynamic. I don't want any stagnation in this element, so I bring additional color to it. Soft turquoise color or the green color, like new beginning, new creativity. I forgot to draw any artist, Rubinson, Van Dyck, or some Van Gogh. All them needs to be here as well, somewhere. Maybe this is what it is about artists, the greatest artists who were before us. and will be after. And at the present moment as well. So I did some styling. There will be more contrast, there will be more shading later. And at the very end, after I visually satisfied with my drawing, I can look at my state and see like, what has changed for me? What is my state? What I learned? And if I go to the next drawing, what would be the new topic I want to discover? Okay, we have a comment from Monique. I am leaving as soon as class is over to go to a big family gathering, and I feel very prepared to appreciate my connection to all there. For your information, my daughter's name is Monique, and I am using her laptop, and I'm using her, was a wonderful class. Thanks, Anna and Nat. Cindy. Okay, so this is from Cindy, actually. Yeah, thank you. So next class, I want to announce, like next class will be in August. We will announce the date and time, and the class will be about my name. So about the meaning of your name, emotional charge behind the name, how it's important, and people who were involved in giving you this particular name. So please attend. It will be very interesting. There is so much energy around names. Some people love their names, some people don't. And we want to release any tension around this topic, because the name has this particular charge, this particular code that we live in our whole life. And sometimes, and I think it's just a beautiful class that we can do about names. Okay, so the topic number 2, how do I feel, and what would be the next aspect of this particular experience to be discovered or researched or worked on. So if you want to share how everybody is doing, what we've learned, what you've learned about yourself, how it's helped you, how do you feel, how's your body? And I keep coloring, and I will do my roundings a little bit later. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Whew, it's 2 hours. Was silent for a month.
Yeah, that's a lot of talking after a month of silence. And thank you, everybody. You can unmute yourself. Actually, can somebody try to unmute themselves? Are you locked or yes?
Yeah,
okay,
we're good. Works.
So what was the most beneficial for you? What will you take away from this class?
I like the idea of it's much easier to focus on what is behind me and what raises me up and supports me. And so really focusing on that as we're going up before we start to think about those same gifts that we then give to other people. It's much easier to look at myself once I've done that appreciation. So I really like that path.
Wonderful. Yes.
You can only appreciate yourself after you learn how to appreciate others. And again, this gift is not because you're good or bad. Your existence is enough for this receiving this gift, but and you're already giving enough. You don't have to create like, oh, what is my purpose in life? How can I serve my neighbors or my humanity? You serve enough already by seeing and recognizing other people as well. Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
In seeing all this, it reminds me of a lot of things I've already learned of. I've been kind of pursuing these ideas of how we are more connected than we ever realized to each other, that we're all part of this flow, and everything you've been saying today just reinforces that belief for me that we're people who have this needs and feel alone can benefit from this very, very much, because it reminds much of how we are really supported and connected, as you keep saying. We, from the clothes that we wear, the people around us, all the services and institutions, the things that we have, and if we can just be appreciative of that and just realize it, we feel less alone, more connected, and able to serve other people better. This thing has opened up a lot for me since I started doing it about a month ago. Meditative practices has opened up a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I think we need to give this class to politicians to see how different countries participate in our lives. Like when we say like, oh, this is the third world doing their best to serve you so you can grow in your growth. And like at least a billion of Chinese people on my mountain is working very hard. So, and I highly appreciate them. It's again, at the top, it doesn't feel like abusing the power. It's using like, oh my gosh, how can I help you guys? How I can make your life better? So this is a different attitude. Okay, we have, yes, Rahini, please.
Anna, I've always believed that I live in a very divinely guided way. But in this exercise, it was very nice and very grounding to actually appreciate it through what people do for you, through what is happening to you on a very daily basis. So it felt very good. It was, at the end of the exercise, I just feel it's a feeling of being very supported, and not just by the divine, like I used to think, but from the ground up and from up to down. So it feels, it feels very beautiful. And I enjoyed that meditation very much in the beginning. Actually, I was quite running up to the top of the mountains. Birds were singing and flowers were growing. And it was when you said, is it easy or not? Yeah, it seemed at that point quite easy. And it was very enjoyable and very reflective for me. I think that the process is not over yet.
It will be unfolding. And Rahini, if the mountain is too easy for you, maybe it's time to look what is the next destination. Maybe there is a higher one. Thank you. Grounding is very important. I work with people and like they're like, oh, we are connecting to divinity. We're connecting to something. It's a beautiful word. Who in the real life helps you to connect?
Yeah,
what
exactly.
do you do? Because divinity in simple actions. The kindness in simple actions. The smile could be as divine as the awakening or anything else. So it's a very important to see this integration in daily life.
Yeah, that's what it was for me.
Yeah.
To bring that, just not to be up there, but to come down here and appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
I felt like it added so many layers to just the day-to-day things that we do without really thinking about it. It just now thinking that way. I just feel like everything is so much bigger and so much richer than it's felt before, even though I feel like I'm someone who is very aware and, you know, in touch with like the moment and all that. This just took it to another level for me. That's like really inspiring and kind of like, I'm excited.
Thank you, Robin. Daily exercise. Take a cup of something or go to the bathroom. You can see how many people involved in this process. Make it more comfortable for you. Make it more pleasant, and it will be different appreciation. Like, oh, I'm not alone. Bathroom probably not a good example. We have a mention some comment from Christy. Thank you, Anna. I needed to be reminded that I do have support and love behind me. Sometimes we get so low that we can't see all the support and love from others. Yes, there are so many people talking right now about like we feel the support of your ancestors. And if you look, it's not just your ancestors. There's the whole world is supporting you. So this is a different level. Do we have 5 more minutes, Ned?
We have 5 more minutes, and before the end of the class, may I say a few words? Next week, the same time, for the people who are in our membership program, we'll have a sharing circle. You will this process will be still unfolding for you. So you're welcome to come back next Saturday and share and with others what has been happening for you through the week after the drawing, or if you are drawing, there are other classes as well for the membership people who are in the membership. So it's going to be a fantastic group of people. Last time it was very interesting for everybody to get to know each other and to receive. We felt you will be feeling the community. We are creating the community, and you will be this part who is helping others and receiving help from others just by being there and by sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. You see, we are all from the vacation, have more new ideas, new opportunities for you to draw and discuss Neurographica and what we learn about ourselves. We have from Rohini, we have being in gratitude makes you feel so rich. Thank you, Anna and Nat. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for recognizing it. Melba, do you want to say something?
Yes, it's truly brought a new appreciation to me with a very new point of view. Yesterday, my husband came in and said, the bank in our community is closed because they can't get anyone to work there. We're having this experience on the island where businesses are closing around us because inflation is so high, people can't afford to drive. They can't, and we have a new shopping center that was just built and it won't open for another couple of years now because they don't have anyone to work in the shopping center. So when we look at what it takes for each of us just to go through our day, and we see the thousands or tens of thousands of people behind us, it elevates a level of gratitude in our life that we need to express, I think, in our community. And when we find these people working, let them know we appreciate them.
Thank you. It's a very important message. Yeah. And as I said before, we appreciate when we're losing something and how we can prevent it, saying how it's already important. Okay, so we have 2 minutes. If anybody else wants to say something, you have a last opportunity for today. Again, next class about my name will be in August as a monthly subscription, but if you're not member of the subscription, you can just join the class. It's always fun to have you. And my opportunity to say you thank you for being with us, for being actively participating in the class, answering the questions, sharing your findings and sharing your emotions, because without you, nothing can happen. And this is a you are many of circles. You're here, each of you, and I highly appreciate Netis, highly appreciate you, and thank you for trusting us. So I think
Thank
it
you.
will be a
Thank
good
you.
way to say thanks, and have a great night or day ahead of you. Many circles need, or like corners need to be rounded. And new classes will come to you soon. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Recording
Bye.
will be available shortly, and you can share your drawing in Facebook group or the Telegram group in the chat. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Yeah, we're still- see.
Thank you so much. Love you.